And welcome everybody, and welcome here to Spartan Raceway as we get ready for race number 13 of Season 7 of the NNSCRA Oreo Truck Series. Here today we are getting ready for the final race of the first half of the regular season. That's right, next week we pack it all up and we head over to Boston, Massachusetts to M&M Super Speedway for the All-Star Race weekend. Which means this is the final opportunity for a driver to race their way in a points-paying event into the All-Star race. Who is going to capitalize on that possibility here today? After that, it's going to rely entirely on whether they finish first and second in the shootout race, or if someone votes them into the All-Star race via the fan vote. On the pole position for today's race, the Belvita 200 is going to be rookie Jackie Tang. He would love to be able to, with a dismal season he's been having, 41st in points, 4th to last in rookie points. He would love to be able to get his way into the All-Star race with a victory here today. Alongside of him is going to be a guy who's trying to get back on track, and that would be Cody Lamas in the number 39. Now, Cody was up inside the top 10, battling quite a bit inside the top 10 for a majority of the first half of this season, but now he has hit a whole bunch of bad luck in the past few weeks, and he's now 24th in the current standings. Cody Lamas, who is in the All-Star race after a Truck Series race he picked up at Texas last year, would love to be able to head into the All-Star race with a win here in Season 7. On the inside of row number 2, that's going to be the number 62 South Point Chevy Silverado of rookie Kyle Matthews. Now, Kyle Matthews is actually in the same kind of a boat as Cody Lamas. He ended up winning a race earlier on the season at Talladega Super Speedway, was running up just around inside the top 15 in points. He's had a pretty dismal last few weeks as well. He's 22nd in the point standings, and right now he is trying to get himself back inside the top 20. He also would love to be able to pick up yet another victory, because not only is he locked into the All-Star race, but he could make a bid for himself for a possible wildcard spot in this season's chase for the championship. And alongside of him is going to be Jake Rogers. Now, Jake Rogers, on the other hand, he started out his season really badly. He's been having a good last few couple of weeks, as he's been able to move himself from down around the 40s into the top 25. He's now 25th in the current points, with an opportunity today with a good qualifying run to pick up even more spots in the standings. Coming into this race, the point standings are as follows. 3-point advantage, Gene Sanford, the rookie points leader, holds over Kyle Corbett, and then only 6 points, or I'm sorry, not even 6, it's 5 points over the two-time winner this season, Jacob Lawler. Deanna Shelton, she is 4th in the standings. Tanner Sullivan, 2nd in rookie points, is 5th. Kyle Thomas is 6th. Levi McIntyre is in 7th. Jamie DeFelu, 8th, our winner from a couple of weeks ago at Derek Motordome, Sean Galligan. He is in 9th. And 10th place is Danny Wells. Last week's winner at the Pukekohe Raceway, Dylan Poteet, he has worked his way up now to the 12th position in the points, just behind Chris Washer, who is 11th in the standings. Time to get these cars rolling off, though. I gotta switch it over here to Jackie Tang, because we have, as always, now your starting lineup showing on the top of your screen as these drivers do their pace laps. So let's talk about a couple drivers that we should keep an eye on. Drivers that have got a lot of good momentum coming their way in the past few weeks, and one of them would have to be this guy. We don't talk about him much, but Alex DeMarco is currently running 18th in the current standings, and he's looking very good in the past few weeks. He had a good run last week at Pukekohe Raceway, and he also is locked into the All-Star race after picking up a win last year at Thornton. So he's got a lot of positive momentum on his side. We'll see what he can do here today for Jermaine in that Toyota. Another driver that is way down in the point standings right now, but he really is picking up some spots, is Isaac Canepa. He came in mid-season replacing the non-commenting Austin Ogo. He had to start all the way down from 43rd, and wait a minute, are we green already? We are green. I missed the green flag, but green flag is out. But going back to Isaac Canepa, he ended up being 43rd because he didn't take the start at Daytona. Canepa has worked his way up now to the 23rd position in the point standings. Talk about a guy who really has done a good job coming in as a replacement driver here in this season, as Kyle Matthews immediately going to the inside of Jackie Tang. Tang will lead the first lap of this race, though. And here comes Matthews. Trent Dunham, he's in a tussle back there with Jake Rogers, both of them former Truck Series champions. Look at Dylan Poteet, 3 wide there with teammates Bob Jones and Jacob Lawler. That would be for the 6th position. As Kyle Matthews trying to get the run here on the inside line. Looks like he may be able to clear Jackie Tang into turn 1, but Trent Dunham is all over his back bumper, trying to follow him through there for 2nd. Now he's looking low, maybe going 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Trent Dunham. What a move for him. And Trent Dunham, the defending Truck Series champ. Oh, whoa, 2 cars got turned around in the back there. One was Matthew Daly, one was Kyle Thomas. Is that enough to bring out a yellow? No, it's not. We're still green. They did not throw a caution. Apparently, they were able to keep it going. I saw the 16 around, and I saw the 23 around. Apparently, Brad Smith has got some problems, too. He's way off the pace, and there's the 23. You can see damage on the back of Matthew Daly. 16th in points he comes in. Sean Galligan way back here. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw the points leader, Gene Sanford, way at the back here, too. As Trent Dunham has been able to now clear Kyle Matthews. He goes to the lead, and here comes the hot Poteet on the inside line. He'll take 2nd place away from Matthews, and here comes Bob Jones, 15th in the points, trying to work his way back inside the top 10 standings. I'll tell you one team that's really looking good right now, and that's Joe Gibbs Racing. Jacob Lawler, 2 wins this season. He's 3rd in points. Tanner Sullivan started off the season with a win at Daytona. He's 5th in points. Bob Jones, he's 15th in the points, and Prudence Littlejohn has been picking up spots in the last few weeks. She's up to 21st in points now, as it's side by side between Dylan Poteet and Trent Dunham. Now, Poteet has never won a Truck Series championship, but his buddy Ryan Cooper did, and that was back in season 4. Right now, though, Trent Dunham trying to take advantage of what looked like a little slip-up by Poteet. It looked like he messed up the exit of turn number 4 there. Trent Dunham was able to try and do a crossover, but Poteet's going to hang on to the spot, as now Kyle Matthews going underneath the Bob Jones for 3rd place. And look who's up there in 5th, Sam McMillan. This rookie's been doing very well here since his debut in the Truck Series, and now he's looking for a spot inside the top 5. Another driver who's had a lot of success here in the Truck Series is Deanna Shelton. Right now she's side by side with Haruhi Toshimi. That's a battle for the 6th position between those two. Shelton has been very, very consistent. She's 4th in the point standings and looking good again here today. Almost was in that battle for the win last week at Pukekohe with Jamie DeFelu and Dylan Poteet, but it just didn't seem to happen. As a matter of fact, oh, there's a wreck back there. There was a wreck out of turn 4. I couldn't tell who was involved, but I saw it near the rear of the field. Caution flag will wave now for the first time today here at Spartan. And Dylan Poteet is going to be the leader. Bob Jones was 2nd. I think Kyle Matthews 3rd. Deanna Shelton 4th. And I don't know if it was Trent Dunham or Sam McMillan at 5th. And it looks like some drivers are going to make some pit stops. 2nd place, Kyle Matthews is going to be one of them. Trent Dunham, he dove to pit road. I thought I saw the pole sitter, Jackie Tang, coming. Might have also been Luis Hernandez's car, the 88 that I saw just there on the bottom of the screen. So Dylan Poteet and a lot of others staying out, but a lot of drivers coming down and making pit stops. Let's take a look and see what the strategy is going to be. Actually, I'm only seeing 4 drivers come down. They're the 4 I mentioned. Matthews, Dunham, Hernandez, and Jackie Tang are coming down pit road here at the midway point. So let's see what the strategy is going to be on these drivers, as everybody else apparently decided to stay out. It's a gas and go for the 62. Same for Trent Dunham. Same for Luis Hernandez. And I think Jackie Tang, the pole sitter, doing the exact same thing. Gas and go for these 4. Maybe thinking this thing may become yet another fuel mileage race. We'll find out, though, as we're going to jump back to look at a replay. What put us under the yellow for the first time today here at Spartan. Well, we've jumped all the way back to lap 3 here because we want to see what happened to give the damage to the Matthew Daly machine. And we know that Brad Smith and Kyle Thomas get a piece of it. They almost look like they're 4 wide here. They are, between William Duncan, Chris Dollerton up ahead. You got Chris Washer, Luis Hernandez. It was just a whole wad of cars. And Kyle Thomas apparently just gets up into the Matthew Daly machine, and Brad Smith has nowhere to go. And then look at all right there. Austin LaPlante, Gene Sanford, they get to the inside. Brad Smith, he slid, but he was able to drive away. And since that was closer to the rear of the field than the front of the field, NNSCRA decided not to throw a yellow flag for that. But they did throw a yellow flag later on. Let's see what that was that happened. And this was on lap 8, and again, a lot of four-wide racing, this time between Silver Fox, Jimmy Bly, Charles Jackson, and Jake Rogers, as well as the 99 of Leia Walker. And let's see who's going to make the initial contact. It looks like it's just going to be really close between the 4, the 3, and the 42. They slide up the track, up and into... Oh, actually, I don't really know if it was the 4 that triggered that or the 3 that triggered it. Whatever the case, the 99 gets collected, and oh man, up and hard into the outside safer barrier. They're off of 4. Charles Jackson's car upends itself, so does Leia Walker's. And then look out. Oh, Cody Lamas. We start on the outside of the front row. William Duncan gets a piece of it. There's Levi McIntyre and the 22 involved. And I don't think that's it. I think there may be some other drivers up ahead that got involved, and we'll look in a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's somebody else involved there. Who is that? Oh, that's Jamie DeFalu, the runner-up last week. Prudence Littlejohn gets collected. Her teammate Tanner Sullivan gets into her. See if we can wind it just a little bit here. See how DeFalu gets involved. Oh, that's how DeFalu gets involved. He's going to end up missing Cody Lamas, but Lamas doesn't miss him. Gets him in the right rear. There's Littlejohn. She's going to hit the 3 car of Jimmy Bly. Dylan Young does a good job getting through there. So did second in points Kyle Corbett. And Matthew Daly come racing here into this. There's the points leader, Gene Sanford. Sean Galligan there, our winner from a couple weeks ago. Kyle Thomas, 6th in the standings, comes into the middle of this. Everybody else seems to be able to get through. Jamie DeFalo actually got through with very minimal damage, so nice job of at least trying to keep his truck out of pretty much a lot of trouble as we could. And I think Danny Wells actually is okay as well. He just got caught up there on the high side and couldn't go anywhere. So he was able to go up in time, but look at there. William Duncan, his car is all crunched. It's been a very dismal season for him. He just really was on fire at Phoenix and Las Vegas, and now he finds himself 37th in points. And Levi McIntyre, that's going to be a hard hit for him too, depending on how bad the damage is on his 22, because he is 3rd in rookie points and 7th in the overall standing. So we'll see how all this is going to pan out. So we head back now to the restart. We'll get ready to go back to green flag race on lap 13 of 20. There were a couple other drivers that actually did come down pit road under that yellow flag that we did not document. Alex DeMarco came down, points leader Gene Sanford, Levi McIntyre, Kyle Thomas, Brad Smith, and Austin LaPlante. They all came down pit road as well, with Trent Dunham, Jackie Tang, Luis Hernandez, and Kyle Matthews. Drivers that have taken their cars behind the wall, however, after extensive damage, include William Duncan, Leia Walker, Cody Lamas, Charles Jackson, and Jimmy Bly. As the top 10 as we go back to green are Dylan Poteet, Bob Jones, Deanna Shelton, Sam McMillan, and Haruhi Tashimi. Then it's Zach Rogers in 6th, Jacob Lawler 7th, 8th is Andreas Allen, Joshua Michaels in 9th, and James Silverfox is now in 10th place. Getting ready to go back to green here on lap 13 of 20, giving us a total of 8 laps to go here today at Spartan. We know that a number of drivers came down pit road thinking this thing may go into a long green flag run to the end. If so, will that work out in their favor? Right now, good battle up at the front. Bob Jones going to the inside of Dylan Poteet. Jones, a former Truck Series winner, would love to be able to go to victory lane for the 2nd time in his Truck Series career. As here he comes to the bottom of the racetrack on Poteet. We're noticing here that the outside line does have its own bit of momentum. The inside line is the preferred line, obviously, but the outside line is able to put up a good battle before giving up the position. And there you see Poteet still doing that. As Sam McMillan, Haruhi Tashimi, Deanna Shelton, they're going to go 3 wide for 2nd. Shelton almost got underneath Poteet. That nearly made it 4 wide for 2nd place, but now it's going to be Bob Jones to the lead. Sam McMillan now to the inside. Jessica Shelton in the middle. Poteet rimrodding on the high side. That's 2nd place. Haruhi Tashimi riding there in the 5th position to see which line's going to open up. Looks like she's going for the middle groove. And how about Andreas Allen after picking up his first career win in the NNSCRA at Infineon a couple weeks ago? That car has been absolutely on fire, up to 20th in the point stands and running inside the top 10 again here today in that Aaron's Dream Machine. Bob Jones trying to become the 3rd Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota Tundra to win this season. Sullivan's done it once, Lawler's done it twice, Prudence Littlejohn has yet to get to victory lane, and so has this guy, and right now he is looking good. Deanna Shelton right behind him, though. She'd love to be able to go to victory lane for the 2nd time in her Truck Series career. And Poteet was able to get back in line. He's now in 3rd place with McMillan in 4th, and then 3 wide behind him between Michaels, Lawler, and Tashimi. That is for the 5th position, as now here comes Shelton. She got a good run to the inside, as she's going to go for the lead on Bob Jones. Doesn't look like these drivers are going to have to pit. Maybe Trent Dunham and Kyle Matthews and all of them thought this thing was going to go into a fuel mileage run. It's not going to. So it may have been a costly error for those guys, giving up top 10 spots to come down pit road. But we've seen stranger things happen here. And wait a minute. Oh, just as I say that, here come the leaders. Shelton's to pit road. Bob Jones coming to pit road. McMillan, Lawler, and Poteet's going to stay out again. He'll keep the lead. Michaels now moves into 2nd. I believe that's Zach Campbell, Zach Rogers up there in the top 5 now, as they've decided to stay out. And there was another car that decided to stay out too with them. Looked like it could have been Silver Fox in the 4. That's exactly who it was. But now they're coming to pit road. Here comes Poteet, here comes Michaels, and now here comes the big question. Whoa, Poteet overdrove it. Poteet missed it. Wait, is he going to be able to get to pit road? Poteet. Oh, Poteet missed pit road. Poteet overdrove the entrance to pit road, and he missed it. And I think the caution may be out. Is the caution flag waving? No, it's not. Who's the leader? Leader right now is, I believe, the one of Trent Dunham. Is it? Let's see. Who do they score as the leader? No. Zach Campbell is the leader with Kyle Corbin in 2nd. Unless they didn't update. Let's quickly look here. Is Trent scores the leader? He is the leader now. And that was the white flag. No, that wasn't. That was the checkered flag. The race is over. Trent Dunham's won the race on fuel mileage. Oh, look out. Oh, Matthew Daly just got clobbered by somebody. Look out. Oh, man, Andreas Allen is in it. Levi McIntyre got a piece of it. Utter chaos happening here in the final stages, but they're saying Trent Dunham won the race because that was the checkered flag that waved, not the caution, or not the white flag. Trent Dunham is going back to victory lane. The champ is back. That's his first Truck Series win of the year. And it's the first time he's been to victory lane here in Season 7 in any series. What a victory for Trent. 39th in the point stands. The fuel mileage worked out perfectly for him. And look at that. Everybody else who came down pit road when Trent Dunham did, they're going to come away with solid finishes today. Luis Hernandez, he gets 2nd. 3rd place was Alex DeMarco. Jackie Tang, the pole sitter, gets 4th. 5th place was going to be Levi McIntyre. LaPlante is in 6th. How about the points leader, Jean Sanford? The strategy works out for her. She'll keep the points lead with a 7th place run today. Kyle Matthews was in 8th. Kyle Thomas in 9th. And Brad Smith, rookie Brad Smith, who, remember, ended up getting involved in that first wreck there with Matthew Daly and Kyle Thomas, he's going to get 10th place today. Zach Campbell, he's going to get 11th, and in 12th was Kyle Corbett, so he'll probably keep 2nd in the points. Dylan Poteet, now Poteet missed pit road, but he made it around the checkered flag. He finishes in 13th place. Okay. 14th was Joshua Michaels. Bob Jones 15th. Isaac Canepa gets 16th. Rogers, Zach Rogers that is, in 17th. 18th was Chris Washer. Haruhi Tashimi in 19th. And 20th was Deanna Shelton. But oh my goodness, what a crazy finish. And it ends up being Trent Dunham picking up the victory here today in the Belvita 200. What a great win for him. And Trent Dunham, as a matter of fact, as I'm looking at this, Trent Dunham was not locked in to the All-Star race for the Truck Series until now. So Trent Dunham, the defending champ, maybe, just maybe, could be making a case for himself for a wildcard spot or something. You never know. But Trent Dunham picks up a points-paying win here in Season 7, and congrats to him on an amazing victory there. Fuel strategy works out in his benefit here today at Spartan. Hope you guys enjoyed this rather short but exciting race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Here comes your official finishing results. Overall points, days, rookie points heading into next week's race. We're going to be heading next week to the non-points weekend of the All-Star race. So basically the points are rolling over to race 14, which will be after that All-Star race weekend. But nonetheless, we will see you guys next week for the All-Star race weekend. We still got a mobile and stickers Cup Series event here to finish up at this Spartan race weekend, though. Hope you tune in for those. If you've been watching a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing Attitude